On the floor, getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Mavericks. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference.
You know, right now, Dallas, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Hardy. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Davis, and it's Martin in at the 3. And for the Hornets, up at forward, it's Miller and Bridges. LaMelo Ball is out there with Trey Mann, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, down low. And we are honored, truly honored, to be here on Martin Luther King Day, a special day, Greg, on the NBA calendar.
It is traditionally the games in Memphis and Atlanta, a chance to reflect and celebrate Dr. King. It's one of the best days of the season by far.
Shot clock at 2. Hardy, no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He told me, now that team goes as Anthony Davis goes. When AD is feeling good and he's in rhythm, everything clicks. Coach said we'll need a team effort at both ends. Our communication has to be excellent, and even then, we're not going to completely stop him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Ball. In the game against Chicago, very impressive. And he's able to get it back. Tries again. And again, the Hornets missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Hardy. Makes it off the glass.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Ball kicks to Bridges. Ball against Irving. Nurkic, a screen on Irving. Clock at 6. Back to Bridges. Outside, Ball. Sinks the three-pointer.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Irving with the ball. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Martin with a screen on Ball. Irving passes to Martin. And here's Hardy, defended by Mann. The shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Nurkic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Nurkic, a screen on Irving. Ball with the bucket.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
The Mavericks trailer. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Anthony Davis.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Gafford. The Hornets pull it in. Here is Miller. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Here's Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Hanging tough. Ball does not let the foul stop him completely.
Clark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor. You know, with LaMelo, you really have a one-man offense. I mean, there's not much he can't do on this end of the court.
So he gets them both. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Now, here's Hardy. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
Irving against Ball. Pass to man from the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Martin missing. Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's sent back by Irving.
Excellent anticipation from Kyrie that time on the block. Mercy, mercy me.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Now, man, another key contributor to that nice win against Chicago. Out to Miller, shoots the three. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke, it's exactly what you want in a wing.
The Mavericks have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Irving passes to Hardy. Outside, Martin. Misses the three.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Bridges kicks to Ball. Bridges trying to free himself up. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Bridges.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 3, and this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that was the case between these two last season.
Yeah, on paper it looked like it should have been no contest, but the opposite was true.
Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Bridges a screen on Irving. Ball with it. He's picked up by Irving. Gafford with the steal. Here's Hardy. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Hornets leading by 3. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able to make that pass. Really good, unselfish play there.
Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Anthony Davis. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding, just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. Charlotte on D, leading by 5. Pass to Irving. They need this. The Hornets pull it in.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Irving against Ball. Now here's Hardy. He has 6. To the inside. Martin the pass to Gafford. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Charlotte leading by 5. And here is Ball. He's got 10. Bridges passes the ball. Nurkic a screen on Irving. Pass to Nurkic. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Martin. No scoring in this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Gafford. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. Ball with it. Picked up by Davis. Here's Mann. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Curry's checked in for Ball. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. Here's Washington. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And stolen by Miller. Inside. It's picked off. Martin wide open. He fires, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Hornets leading by 3. Curry looking it over. Miller against Washington. Back to Miller. Nurkic a screen on Washington. Miller, no luck. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Washington, that's good.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And some changes here for the Hornets. Williams, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Grant Williams comes in for Bridges. And Josh Green subbed in for Trey Mann. And then for Dallas, Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Christie comes in for Caleb Martin. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Hardy. And so Miller will bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Curry. It's Curry outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. And the Hornets lead by 4. Curry against Dinwiddie. He's off on that one. Excellent D there from Williams. Charlotte's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. Pass to Miller. On the wing, Green. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Washington with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And here is Davis. Here's Christie. Covered by Miller. Lively the pass to Washington. Shot clock at 5. Dallas moving it around. Dinwiddie for 3. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I could block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Williams against Lively. Christie kicks to Davis. From deep, Washington. A three-pointer is right on target. Washington's got 5 points so far.
Well, he's a stretch 4 now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
On the wing, Williams. Back to Curry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Washington. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Washington. Another 3 for Dallas.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Miller. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Over in the corner, Williams. The tray, and the 3-ball is good.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Miller. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. On the wing, Dinwiddie fires away from outside. Doesn't go for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back to the action in just a minute. Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Hornets leading by 6. Grant Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Curry. Then it's Ball. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Williams sets a screen for Curry. Got a hand on it.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Here's Irving. Hand contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Charlotte making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Now here's Green. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen by Lively. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Christie. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Christie's got his first 2 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Smith outside. Pass to Williams. Now Ball. He's covered by Irving. Williams, a screen on Irving. Ball. Back to Williams. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
One of the more dynamic passers in this league. Ball with a nice setup.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Now, here's Washington. He's got 8. Clark, we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
No good on the second free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Irving.
Tell you what, this is what Irving can do now. He'll leak out and then make the right read in transition.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Pass to Green. Williams, a screen on Christie. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the foul called on Grant Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving.
This is exactly where length and instinct combine to provide a stop. Ball doing it nicely at the defensive end.
To the paint, here's Williams, and it's slammed in by Williams.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Mavericks trail by 7. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Well, you look at Miller. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Let's get an update on Seth Curry. David, what's the status?
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one to navigate. Kevin?
Well, thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ball against Irving. Irving sets a screen for Washington. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And that's a foul called on Josh Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. And, Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
Ball, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Ball. Now Nurkic, 6 to shoot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Washington against Ball. Gafford kicks to Irving. Pass to Washington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. In second, the Hornets.
And right now, their three-point shooters are in terrific rhythm. I mean, they've put on a display here from long range.
First free throw is good.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And it's blocked. Irving looking over the floor. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8. Hornets leading by 3. Ball with it. 10 points for him. Man in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Man's got 5 now.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Now here's Hardy. He's guarded closely. Lively finds Irving. Back to Lively. Beyond the arc. The Hornets pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Man passes the ball. Inside. Williams gets the bucket. 11 points in the game.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Mavericks. 8-point game. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
First one falls for him. Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Now we get a chance to check out LaMelo Ball. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 7th in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Hornets leading by 6. Here is Miller. Pass to Man. And the rejection by Gafford. Irving drives in. 2 points. That one goes. Irving has got 14.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now Ball. He's got 10. Bridges with it. Back to Ball. Out to Bridges. On the wing, Bridges. Good on the triple. Bridges has got himself on the board with 3 there.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And here is Irving. After Miles Bridges getting his shot to go from deep. Back to Irving. Fires from deep. That's in there. Davis with the assist. He's got 17.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Back to Man. It's stolen by Martin. And they're pushing it up. Here's Irving. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far, utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Charlotte in the lead. Man with it. He has 5. Pass to Miller. And it's Miller with the jam.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Irving. Nurkic with the block. And he stays with it. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Irving's got 21.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Charlotte has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Bridges. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Charlotte making a switch here. Curry's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Washington's checked in. Charlotte shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And it's Davis missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Washington. Now here's Hardy. Guarded by Kerr. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Taking a look at the Hornets. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And seeing where the Hornets are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now, here's Washington. He's got 10. To the inside, Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And so it's Charlotte with it, leading by 5. Here's Mann, covered by Martin. Here's Nurkic, rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Washington. Outside, Martin. Shot clock at 6. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Hardy. Wide open. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Driving in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Davis dishes to Martin. Davis sets a screen. Here's Hardy. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Hornets leading by 7. Curry kicks to Miller. Out to Bridges. Jacks up a three. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
It's been all about Mark Williams for Charlotte. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
With All-Star Weekend around the corner, let's see who's looking to bring down the rims at the dunk contest this year.
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Yeah, there's a beauty to just watching these guys fly. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Hornets.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
Hornets leading by 10. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Hardy. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Martin in at the small forward. Now here is Miller. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Here's Hardy. Here's Irving. Up and in on the layup. Irving's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Mavs.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Charlotte shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Ball against Irving. Here's Bridges. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Bridges has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. About 1 minute played here in the second half. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Now, man, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
And the first one drops. Ball hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him. "90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Hardy. Sinks the triple. Hardy's got 9 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 12. Nurkic a screen on Irving. Down low. Out to Miller. 5 to shoot. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Irving passes to Martin. Now here's Hardy. Oh, good on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Martin kicks to Irving. Hornets with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Bridges shot. Good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Down by 15. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Mavericks 4th.
The teams they've faced over the last 10 have to be wondering how long this brutal defense is going to last. There's no let-up in these teams. They play with tenacity throughout.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Nurkic a screen on Irving, and the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Irving against Ball. On the wing, man. No good from outside. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Mavericks trail by 12. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Davis. Oh, Davis absorbing the contact.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 12. What a terrific move that was. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here is Davis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Charlotte. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Hornets now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Bridges outside. Nurkic setting the pick for Bridges. He takes it in. One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end. In addition to being a talented scorer, Bridges also gets a good amount of board work done, too. He's a terrific all-around player.
Mavericks trail by 12. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. And Davis can't get it to go. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Miller. It's rebounded by Dallas.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Hornets leading by 12. Man passes to Curry. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Over Irving. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Miller's got 10 points.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Nurkic with the block. Davis against Bridges. Pass to Man. Miller outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Hardy.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Washington's checked in for Martin. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
You know, for Miller, to me, it's about playing to his strengths. When he does that, he's an effective player.
Steps back. Here's Hardy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hornets.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And the other thing that stands out is just how well they have moved the ball. Everyone's touching it and having a chance to create.
Free throw good. Hardy. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And how about we check the numbers for Caleb Martin?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Hornets leading by 14. And here is Curry. He's got 8. Man passes to Williams. Miller outside. And the rejection by Gafford. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And a wide open look for Irving. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Irving's got 29.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Hornets. Pass to Williams. Back to Curry. Nurkic, a screen on Irving. Curry dishes to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Irving after the basket by Charlotte. From the line, and he hits the jumper for 2. Irving's got 31 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
On the wing, man. 7 points in the game. Miller kicks to Williams. Pass to Man. And stolen by Irving. Here's Washington. 10 points for him. And here's Hardy. Outside Irving. And the lead is down inside single digits. Irving's got 13 points in just this quarter.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
Here's Man. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Nurkic. Curry with it. Covered by Irving. Now, Man. Outside Williams. Back to Man. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Man's got 10.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here's Irving. He's got 34. Pass to Hardy. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Hardy. Williams, he's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Curry with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Williams. Now here is Miller. Back to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Yes, sir. Grant Williams rising up.
And here is Irving. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. To the middle. Williams with the block. Here's Mann. Pass to Miller. Back to Mann. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Inside. 4 on the shot clock. This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, good, Irving.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Some changes for Charlotte. Green, he's checked in for Trey Mann. And Flynn subbed in for Seth Curry. And Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in. Mavericks trail by 11. Now Irving. He has 35. Pass to Washington. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Hornets have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Williams looking around. To the inside. Here's Miller, and Davis sends it back. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. Charlotte making a switch here. Curry's checked in. The Mavericks shooting 47% from the field in the third. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Now, here is Miller. He's got 12. Lock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. 1:06 left to play in the third. Williams with the block, and he recovers it. Christie kicks to Washington. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Irving's got 38 points.
Yeah, this part of the game is coming back for Kyrie. It's always been there, but he's showing more of it now.
Pass to Williams. Back to Curry. Williams, a screen on Irving. The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Davis. Washington with it. He's got 13. Lively with the screen. Irving can't get it to go. Charlotte leading by 5. Outside Curry. Green with a screen on Irving. It's Curry outside. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hornets ahead, up 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. They've got Grant Williams. Josh Green is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Williams. And it's Salon in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now, here's Ball. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And it's Ball penetrating. And Williams with the stuff.
And the more experience Ball gets, the more confident he gets in those situations. Great execution.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for Dallas. 7-point differential. Irving sets a screen for Washington. To the paint, wants to get it to Lively and does. And he comes up with the deuce.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Hornets shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Williams against Lively. Deep 2 from Ball. Misses off the left iron. Mavericks trail by 5. Down low. Got a piece of it. Lively the pass to Christie. Back to Lively. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Washington. 6 to shoot. Here's Christie. The 3, Marshall gets the three-pointer to fall. Marshall's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Irving against Ball. Here's Salon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Washington. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Green. Yep, it counts. And the Hornets lead by 6. And so it's Dallas with it. Outside Irving. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you've got to be careful and skillful in how you guard Irving. I mean, he's really adept at drawing fouls.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Trey Mann, he's checked in for the Hornets. The Mavericks also with a sub. Hardy's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now, Mann. Outside, Ball. They kick it out to Green. Stolen by Washington. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Count that one. Hardy's got 9 points here in the second half.
Keeping that head on the swivel, eyes alert. Washington doing a nice job finding this man there.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Williams against Lively. Williams dishes the ball to the inside. Green. Pass to Williams. Here's Green, and the layup falls. And the Hornets lead by 4.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Irving kicks to Washington. Lively with the screen. The 11-footer. The kick out to Irving. It goes straight through with the swish. Irving's got 42 in the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Pass to man for the 3. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Irving. Over Williams. Irving can't hit. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. At one point, they led by 16. Now, Green. Man with it. From outside the arc. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Irving. Hardy passes to Washington. Buries it from three-point range.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Man. Pass the ball. Back to Man. Fires the 3. And it's the Hornets another 3.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Now, here's Washington. Pass to Marshall. Over Williams. Marshall can't hit. Hornets leading by 5. Now here's Williams. A rebound by Washington. And here is Marshall. The 3. That one misses.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Outside, Ball. Williams has a screen for Ball. On the 3 off target. Mavericks trail by 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Charlotte. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Mark Williams. Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. And Miller's subbed in for Josh Green. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Anthony Davis in for P.J. Washington. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
Bridges. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Mavericks trail by 6. Now Irving. Pass to Gafford. Inside. Here's Marshall. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Charlotte has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Martin's checked in. Now here is Miller. Pass to Mann. Lets it go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Mavericks trail by 4. And here is Davis, covered by Miller. Here's Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Irving's got 44. So it's the Hornets now. At one point, they led by 16. Ball kicks to Bridges. Irving against Ball to the paint. And finished off by Nurkic.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick-and-roll situations.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Pass to Irving. Back to Gafford. The Hornets pull it in. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Bridges kicks the ball. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Gafford inside. Defended by Bridges. Hardy, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Miller throws it down hard.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the drive.
Irving dishes to Davis. Produce screen on Bridges. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Nurkic. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. 6-point lead. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Harden. Pass to Davis. And here's Martin. Irving with the ball. Outside Martin. 6 on the shot clock. A shot's good from Irving. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the Hornets with possession here. 6-point game. Irving against Ball. Over Irving. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Here's Mann. Free throw, good, Irving.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Mavericks trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Hardy. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. .158 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Back to Ball. Bridges inside the three-point line. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Hardy.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
1:37 left in the game. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Man. To the left wing. Here's Nurkic. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Hardy. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hornets leading by 3. Ball with it. He's picked up by Irving. Ball with the bucket.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
.102 left in the fourth quarter. Irving against Ball. High arcing shot, and it's Irving missing. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Man passes to Bridges. Irving against Ball. Shot clock at 5. Here's Man. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Dallas with the ball. Knocks it loose. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Here's Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Hey, you know, this is really the challenge of trying to defend Davis because not only is he tall and smart, but he's gotten stronger. And he typically blows through contact and draws fouls.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 5. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Irving for 3. He can't hit that time. And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Miles, congrats on the win. Can this team carry the momentum into the next game?
Well, I think we're just going to approach the game like we have been these last games. We've been playing very hard, moving the ball, and playing great defense. So if we approach it like that, I think we'll win.
Thanks again for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.